Here is Course in Miracles number 113 and sharing miracle principle number 36. And I'll again try to have this on the note in the videos that you watch or in the podcast you listen to, but I'm going to read what it says. Miracles are examples of right thinking, aligning your perception with truth as God created it. And I probably shared this one a way long time ago in one of my videos or one of my messages, but miracles are example of right thinking, aligning your perceptions with truth as God created it. So when we have perceptions, your perception can sometimes make, in your mind, truth and what's true to you. But is it worldly truth or is the truth as God created? And truth as God created it would lead you on a path that would, you know, going back to miracle principle number 34 and the last one, create the protection of the mindset, remove intrusions, you'd be guided by the Spirit, you'd be restored to fullness of mind, right? So, and I said that's a process. So why I said I shared this one is that when you have misperceptions, you almost are going down a different path. You're allowing intrusions, you're bringing on some of the things that are causing challenges. And we do have the ability to shift this. We have to shift it by practicing it, just like, as many of you know, I'm a basketball coach. And even in my other, if you listen to Walt, I talked about basketball coaching. Like, it takes time. You don't go out and hand a fourth grader basketball and like, hey, you should be like Michael Jordan. Here's a couple things that he did and you're good to go. It's like literally you develop and grow year after year, rep after rep. More reps, get better quickly. Less reps, don't do well, right? Never played it before, not going to be very good. Never heard of it before. It only starts helping once you practice it. And I think one of the challenges in the world is people have their focus on, many, many other things than spiritual things. People have a rejection, a block, and that block may seem like, I'm not big into that. Or these religious people drive me crazy, or that didn't help me, or why God allow this? And hard to explain all your situations of why things didn't go well, but I think the biggest thing is we allow intrusions and we don't have full protection of mind, like Miracle Principle 34. So Miracle Principle 36 is miracles are an example of right thinking. You want to get in the pattern of right thinking and right perceptions and not misperceptions. And as you do that, you can understand truth as God created. And I don't want to say most things won't bother you. Really, most things shouldn't bother you. But as you practice them not throwing you off, the things of the world throwing you off, that gets you more in line with the right thinking and things go better. So when I'm talking about videos that I've done a few weeks ago, like being determined to see, wanting to see, like that's like, hey, I wanna see God's truth. I want to be determined to walk in God's truth. Isn't a snap of the fingers here and now, and then you got it. But it's the wanting, the awareness, the practice of it. Obviously, as a human screwing up, like, I didn't do that the way I want it. But if you work on it, things can go better. Not perfect. Like in real estate, I have sales fall through. But in general, I'd say things over the years have gone way better to me since I become a spiritual person with spiritual habits and spiritual studies. And that being said, I've probably done stupid stuff that people are like, that guy can be a jerk or whatever. And then I don't want to be like that. Well, everybody has their bad day, or everybody's got holes in their game, right? So you just keep working at it if you want to reach that full optimal ideal, like truth has God created. And we're working on it. And some of us are working on it more. And then somebody like me is just like, hey, I would encourage you to work on it if your mind is not working you right, if you're not getting the life you want, if you're not feeling, like all of yourself. I'd work on it. I encourage you to do so. And that would help start to change and turn the mindset around. And that's many of the other videos I've done. That's why I said when I did the last video that this one would hopefully kind of tie it together. It's just, again, it's a practice, it's a process, and you got to keep working on it. And miracles are an example of right thinking. It's like a repetition in right thinking. when you give the expression of love, when you take time to be an expression of love, when you take time to be a healer of the world. It is a repetition in the right direction. So I hope that helps. Have a blessed day.